However, something to note within the series' community is that outside of dedication to their games, the King of Fighters community is arguably the most mature community in all of fighting games. With very little need for outcry, drama, or unnecessary negative attention.
What is going on, guys? KOF is here. We're not going to spoil anything, so don't run away. Don't be discouraged. We got you, bro. We are not going to spoil anything.
Justin got a code. Kizzie got a code. Jiyuna did not get a code. Where's my code?
If you guys have been following the Panda players in general, you guys might think King of Fighters is only about trial modes.
But what if I told you that most of you are sleeping on the KOF series as a whole?
So admittedly, I don't know a lot about this series. You know, I know the characters and everything, but I don't have a lot of experience playing it, so I'll leave it to a more seasoned KOF vet right here. MacSplicer, he has a video called Why You Should Care About the King of Fighters series. I don't know. We're going to watch it. We're going to find out.
And what if I told you that you also need to hit that subscribe button? Click, do the thing. I don't know.
Approaching nearly 30 years of fighting game excellence, consistency at the top should be enough of a reason to have faith in the King of Fighters series. However,
I mean,
in the case
the
with
characters are so cool, though.
The King of Fighters has held an important role as a fighting game staple in the FGC for decades. The series has continued
in the
to have
arcade
its
scene in
remarkable
general,
legacy.
I think that's something that KOF does better than the other games, is like it has always built on itself. You know, especially like the storyline. You know, storylines are continuing. The characters are still there. And the Street Fighter has a lot of different like branching paths, but it feels like KOF has been going in a straight line.
Yes, this is one of the greatest things ever.
It is no secret that the King of Fighters series is not one to hold your hand. It may be quite intimidating to newcomers, as its history is shown to implement
Actual
the format
facts.
of using a team made out of 3 different fighters in every single game of the main series with the exception of one.
That's so sick.
I think that's the hardest part, personally, is probably like the fact that you have to learn 3 characters, right?
That's something a lot of people, they use as like an excuse not to play KOF. It's like, I don't want to learn 3 characters. I don't want to learn 3 characters and stuff. But what I hear is that the characters are quite, not simple, but a bit more streamlined, right?
Once you learn 1 character, it's much easier to understand the 2nd, the 3rd, and 4th, and so on and so on.
You know, if you have time, it's really fun to kind of like experiment on like a team, formulate your own team while learning the system, and like go over the hurdles and stuff like that. I always think it's like one of the best feelings ever.
You know, once you learn a character, usually you'll have a basic understanding of learning how to play that character in any version of King of Fighters. But the one thing you do have to learn is going to be 100% just the game mechanics, right? The actual game mechanics, what makes it different. Like, it's always game mechanics that's always going to be the toughest matchup when learning King of Fighters games.
It's more about learning the engine and how to fight all the other ones. But still, it's a lot of knowledge checks in this game.
But now I feel like KOF 15 is like they're allowing you to play like matches online with like good rollback. So I feel like now people can learn more.
Execution barrier required for some of the games in the series.
Oh, King of Fighters 13 execution's
quite high
crazy.
relative to other
Oh,
fighting
bro, you see this game? This is called King of Fighters Neo Wave, bruh. This game is actually randomly good.
Innovation within the King of Fighters is nothing new, as it has experimented with a 3D environment with the King of Fighters Maximum Impact.
Oh
the
my
use of
God.
strike versus-
So like usually King of Fighters in general, they always try to have a different mechanic, something different to like make them be like, oh, this is a different year every single time.
I mean, that's something really cool about the game, is that it has like the core gameplay, but then they add on little things, and it's like just for that game.
There's arguably no greater reward in fighting games when all of the pieces are finally put together.
That is a fact. It's such a beautiful feeling when you get good at fighting games, or a fighting game, or whatever fighting game you want to get good at.
Character diversity in background, personality, and playstyle is not something the series lacks.
Yeah,
King of Fighters
100%. I think King of Fighters series games definitely have the most diverse characters in like any fighting game franchise.
Street Fighter's got the top dogs, you know, like Ryu, Chun-Li and stuff, but I feel like if you're going by quantity, I feel like KOF's got a lot more.
And even a pro wrestling heel adopting the moniker King of Dinosaurs.
No one cares about this character. I don't know why you added this. This guy, whoever's making this video, has to be a grappler player because no one cares about King of Dinosaurs.
I'm listening to what the narrator has to
Does not
say.
keep construction,
but
there's arguably no
somebody
greater
is
reward
getting
in
their
fighting
ass
games when
beat
all
by
the
a
pieces
man
are finally put together.
with his hand in his
Invested
pocket. Like, come on, son.
in understanding general. Be it the long-range zoner, the phone booth fighter, the grappler, and any character archetype in between. The series covers just about any playstyle out there.
That's sick. I gotta admit, I feel like there's always an archetype for anybody.
I like that. That's something I always talk about with BlazBlue. That's like one thing I really like about BlazBlue is that the characters are so varied that I feel like whoever you are, you can find a character in BlazBlue that you like. So KOF is like that too, you know?
If you go and play KOF right now and be like, I can't find an archetype, you don't want to play any archetype. You just want to play Void. That's all you want to do.
The series is also known for having some of the best portrayal of women as fighting game characters. whom
I
include
agree
the
with that.
no-nonsense As previously mentioned, the King of Fighters is known to be held
Yo,
close to the
young
hearts of players.
torpedo. I will say, I don't necessarily keep up with KOF. High level KOF is insane. Everybody's at a level that's just so impressive at all times that it's an absolute joy to watch. So,
However, something to note within the series' community is that outside of dedication to their games, the King of Fighters community is arguably the most mature community in all of fighting games. Unaffected by whether the
I don't know. Obviously, maybe in globally, sure. I guess because based off just like NA, and everyone hated that we did trials.
with very little need for outcry, drama, or unnecessary negative attention. The display of maturity by the King of Fighters community is a trait many other communities in the FGC often lack, and something every community in the landscape.
Damn, that is some.
Come on, you can't just lie on the internet. You can't just come here and tell me that this community has no drama. Like, come on, man. People literally up in arms right now as we speak on Twitter. Relax. Chaos not any better or worse. Every community's got drama, so chill with that.
The display of maturity by the King of Fighters community is a trait many other communities in the FGC often lack, and some.
Whew.
Those are fighting words.
everybody, I don't know too many people from over there, but everybody that I know from over there is chill.
Both on the entertainment front as well as on the competitive end.
Reno in the building.
Well, of course, anytime you have Reno doing literally anything, you gotta pay attention. That's an exciting man to watch.
I feel like I agree with everything until like the last 35 seconds, but I feel like every community has some maturity in it, and every community also has immature stuff. But to say that one has more mature than the other is like the most capish I've ever seen in my life.
Obviously, they talk about the community aspect and everything, but not everybody wants to be part of the tournament community. It seems like he was talking about more like the hardcore community. It's from what it seems like compared to the casual community.
Because 15 is out right now, the interest in the series is at all-time high. And it's not just because it's, that's the new thing, but I think SNK's done a really good job.
Overall, you should care about KOF. You should ask questions about KOF. I'm sure there's many people in the scene that's going to help you get into KOF.
If it piques your interest in any way, go for it. If you're on the fence, I will always say yes, because fighting games are amazing and everybody should play them.
Also, the character diversity is probably one of the best, or the best. So any character that looks cool to me, I think King of Fighters in general has some of the coolest character designs of all time.
Yeah, guys, if you guys like King of Fighters, I know a lot of Panda boys will be playing it. I'm going to be messing around with it too. So if you want to see content, if you want to see more, let us know. What kind of stuff do you want to see? Who do you want to see us play? And like always, subscribe, because we're going to have a lot more videos about KOF and other fighting games for you to enjoy in the future. Yeah, like always, thank you guys. Subscribe, all the good stuff. Leave a comment. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.